Welcome to episode 4 of Where in the World, Season 2, the detailed showcase of cities and locations that have been visited in the Arcane Adventures campaign setting. For Season 2, we're following the story as it unfolds, and we'll see a new place each time it's first visited in game. You might even find some of these places out of this world. As always, in each episode, we'll have a map on screen that details the general location of the place we are talking about during that episode. Let's jump right in to episode 4 of season 2. Where in the world? Dyn'fohn Outpost. The Midway Rim. Named so because it is a ring of asteroids and rocky chunks that remain in orbit around a Neris about halfway through the system. Can be called a danger to spell-jamming vessels traveling through it. But it's not all bad. And that was the very thought process of Ofog Dyn'fohn, who was commissioned by the Violet Shipyard Corporation on Indigo to establish a facility in the asteroid belt. Ofog and his crew would go on to establish Dyn'fohn Outpost, which has turned out to be a solid resource operation and political foothold in the Midway Rim. As Ofog and his crew discovered, the Midway Rim is full of rare metal ore deposits and several pockets of unrefined starfuel. Neighboring spaceports would become envious of this outpost base, and it has caused a great deal of tension across the system, notably between Thrycris and Indigo. The outpost did take some time to construct, largely due to a few supply setbacks to provide the materials required for its construction, but it has proven to be worth that wait. The outpost has an iconic design, with it being a tower-like centralized pillar, followed by an oblong, off-centered floor plan at the top. No one has ever truly understood, or been able to explain, why it was designed like that. But that didn't stop it from becoming a good resource facility. Mining operations on the surrounding asteroids commenced at once, and fuel reserves under the outpost began being mined shortly thereafter. Like Indigo, the outpost is staffed mostly by Indigo inhabitants, such as Gifts, Shioms, Autonomes, and Githyanki. Occasional Thrycreen pirates attempt to ravage and ransack the base, a few of those attempts leading to temporary Thrycris control over the facility. However, Indigo, especially with the help of Brawl, was always quick to retaliate and reclaim the outpost. Due to the nature of the outpost position, it has proven more than just a resource mining operation. Dyn'fohn Outpost sits in close proximity to the Midway Lane spell road, and whoever controls this outpost can just as easily control, and thus regulate, the spell road. A number of times in history, the tariffs and trade embargoes have been issued on that central spell route, which only escalates tensions further, some of which have caused war. All in all, however, Dyn'fohn Outpost is a critical resource base largely controlled and operated by the Violet Shipyard Corporation on Indigo. We hope you've enjoyed this closer look at Dyn'fohn Outpost and have found the details about it to your interest. Mining and refining. A simple yet impactful purpose this outpost in the Midway Rim fulfills for whoever has ownership of it. That's all for this episode of Where in the World. We'll see you next time.